Hello and welcome to the second episode of Aroace Explains. I am your host, Rin, also known as Nifty Pandora. In this episode, I will be explaining asexuality. Disclaimer before we start, I may be Aroace, but I cannot speak for the entire community. What I'm about to tell you is based off my own research and experience. Labels are subject to change as language around us evolves and society itself changes. This script and recording was done in spring of 2023. New information may come out after this point. With that being said, let us get started. Asexual is a label that describes someone who experiences little to no sexual attraction. For those who didn't watch the last episode, I would like to emphasize little to no. There are actually many labels under the asexual umbrella that do experience some form of sexual attraction. So if that has been holding you off from using the label, maybe you should rethink that. In this video, I'm gonna try not repeat myself too much because a lot of the stuff that is said in my aromanticism video can actually be applied to asexuality. Just switch the word and you've got asexuality. Something I would like to talk about today is that there is a difference between sexual attraction and libido. Libido is your sexual desire. It is influenced by biology, psychology, and social factors. When people say asexuality is unnatural, what they usually mean is having no libido is unnatural. So yes, asexual people still have a libido. Another thing that you should know is you can think someone is objectively attractive. That is perfectly normal. A lot of asexuals aren't aromantic, which means they do pursue romantic relationships and do find that their partner is objectively attractive. Okay, so now I'm going to be using some Google definitions of what sexual attraction is and what sexual interest is, because as an asexual person, I don't actually experience any of this stuff, so it's very difficult for me to describe what it is so that you can tell if you don't have it. So, according to the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, sexual attraction that makes people desire sexual contact or show sexual interest in another person. Wow, that was difficult to read out loud. And according to the National Institutes of Health, sexual interest refers to cognitive phenomena such as thoughts or fantasies about engaging in sexual activities. So I'm going to suggest this again like I did in the aromantic video. Please research micro-labels of asexuality, because sometimes you'll find a label that actually, fits a lot better than just the umbrella term of asexuality. I will be describing some of these labels in later videos, but if you don't want to wait, you can head over to my TikTok. I do have a lot of videos on some of the micro labels, and that can lead you to looking into it yourself. Okay, so now we're going to go on to my favorite part, which is me talking about the history behind these labels. If you have no interest, don't worry, I won't be offended, but please just skip all the way down to the end because I will be talking about the poll that I'll be doing for the next video. So, asexual history, where do we begin? So I'm going to start in 1869. Karl Maria Kurt Benny, in the same pamphlet arguing against Prussian sodomy laws, where he coined the terms homosexual and heterosexual, he also used the word monosexual to refer to people who only masturbate. Nowadays, however, monosexual is a term used to describe people who only feel attraction to one gender. We also see in 1896 a German sexologist, Magnus, I can't pronounce that, wrote the pamphlet Sappho and Socrates, which mentions people without any sexual desire and links them to the concept of anesthesia sexual. We also see German sexual reformist Emma, I also can't pronounce this last name, refer to the term asensuality, which again gave a description of what we would now call asexuality. So, fun fact, did you know that we're in the Satanic Bible, guys? Look, here, the Satanic Bible, published in 1969 by Anton LaVey, says Satanism condones any type of sexual activity which properly satisfies your individual desires, be it heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual, or even asexual. We're condoned by the Satanists, guys. Look at us go. In a lot of references to asexuality, we are usually referred to as celibates. But, as you know, in a lot of cases, asexuals aren't actually celibate. So let's talk about 1997, where Zoe O'Reilly publishes an article called My Life as an Amoeba in the Starnet Dispatch's webzine. It is a first-person exploration of asexuality that sparked responses through the late 90s and early 2000s by people who identified with it. We then go to 2001, where David J. founds the Asexual Visibility and Education Network, which I do mention in my Aromantic video. Two most important goals for AVEN were to create public acceptance and discussion of asexuality, and facilitating the growth of the asexual community. And I'd say it's done a brilliant job at that. So we're now nearing the end of the video, so I just wanted to apologize it's taking so long to get this video out. There have been issues going on in my personal life, but we're not going to talk about that here. What I am going to talk about, though, is the next video. So this is how the next few videos are going to work. I will be explaining 3 terms. The video will include me explaining what the term is, where we got the term from, and what the flags we use for it are. If I have anything interesting to include about that specific term, I will include that also in the video. I have already decided what the next video is going to be, but if you would like to comment, guessing, or just any terms you would like me to explain, please comment them below. Thank you all for joining me today, I really do appreciate it. Please remember that I do love and adore you, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.